Hello, everybody. It's Grace. Welcome to day 2 of the Work for Dinglings. Sometimes I say ding dongs and sometimes I say dinglings. They really mean the same and they both crack me up. Basically, the most important point is that we don't have to know anything, really. We honestly don't have to know anything in order to proceed forward with this work. So I love that you're here. Day number 2, we're going to take a look at that Judge Your Neighbor worksheet, which is a huge project in some ways to get all that down on paper that we've been thinking about a specific situation. And I want you to look in number 1 of the Judge Your Neighbor worksheet and what you wrote there. Now, if you're like me, you might be somebody who could write many sentences and they might be long and full of explanation. Other people like to keep their sentences short, sweet, and to the point. For the purposes of the work, we like to make sentences and concepts very, very simple. It's just easier to hold them and be with them without a lot of enhanced nuance or explanation or ideas about the concept and the belief that we are running in our minds. So, although it's lovely to be creative and artistic with writing, we want to keep it simple and make it simple. So, look at what you wrote in number 1. And I want you to pull a simple and short concept from that segment based on what you've written. And it will it'll be after the word because. So I am upset, I am devastated, I am disappointed because, and then you're going to see what you wrote after there. And it'll be something like simple sentences would be things like, he doesn't listen to me, she hurt me, they ignored me, my leg was broken. So you want to really sit with the interpretation you have of that moment and how difficult it is and how stressful. We're definitely talking about something that is bad. You have found it to be uncomfortable or devastating for some important reason. So your interpretation is that this situation is bad. This concept feels troubling when you think about it, when you say it. Now you're going to write that one short, simple sentence at the top of a one belief at a time worksheet. So just transfer it. Maybe you circle a sentence or just see what you've written on there and condense it into a short, complete sentence if you are more wordy like I have been, and put it on the top of a one belief at a time worksheet. You're going to continue to hold that situation in mind while you fill out a one belief at a time worksheet. But you're not going to have to fill it all out in one day. That would be a very lengthy project. Unless you feel so inspired and interested and something takes hold of you and you actually feel drawn to continuing to fill out an entire one belief at a time worksheet. So I say thumbs up and go for it if you really like it, but it's not required if you don't. If this is sort of feels like work and plodding along and a step-by-step process that you just want to follow the basics, then what we do today will be good enough, all right? Just remember that. So you have your one sentence, your concept about a situation, person, predicament that feels difficult. Now you're going to ask the first question and answer it. Is that true? So I love that we get to answer the question. Only you get to answer. And it might be, oh, well, of course it is true. Absolutely. 100% true. Yep. The wonderful thing to do with this question, is it true, is to pause and wait and just see. Like, seriously, if you are in your wise, open-minded self, are you sure the whole thing's really true? There's a second part to this question, because sometimes we love to answer, yes, it is so true. He should have listened to me, and he didn't. I know it's true. He hurt me. Absolutely, he hurt me. But then you get to ask that question number 2, slowly, meditatively, mindfully, and really consider, can I absolutely know, and I mean absolutely with a capital A, beyond any shadow of a doubt, can I know that what I've written here, this one concept only, can I absolutely know that is the truth with a capital T? Can I absolutely know that that's true? Now, I do get to answer the question from my perspective, being right here, and it might be a yes and it might be a no. But I love that in the work, this is the only place where you sort of double ask just to check, because it's easy to say very quickly it's something is true or very quickly that something isn't true. So you want to pause a moment and kind of come up with your final answer. Is it your final answer? Can you absolutely know it's true? He hurt me. If I do just that, for example, that particular concept, and I'm thinking of my situation, the specific situation I have in mind, is it true that he hurt me? Yes. Can I absolutely know that that's true? No, I cannot. Just in the situation I'm thinking of, with the concept, he hurt me, I notice how well I have thrived, how I've succeeded, how wonderful my life has been. So I can't absolutely say that it's true that I've been hurt by him. So that's my answer. So just take a moment and take some time today to consider these two questions. Is it true? Can you absolutely know that it's true? And next, one more piece for today, and that is beginning the exploration of the third question. How do you react, and what happens when you believe this thought? In that situation, right in that moment, what happens on the inside of you? What happens on the outside of you? Like if we saw a movie of what played out, what does it look like? How do you treat that person? There are some incredible sub-questions on that One Belief at a Time worksheet that will help you explore how you've reacted when you believe that thought and what happens inside of you. Go ahead and start exploring it. We'll probably continue with this tomorrow, but give yourself at least 15 minutes to answer questions and sit in this meditation. Let it be slow. How do you react? What happens when you believe this? All right, take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.